Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I had to do this broadcast quite early because I'll be leaving to give a lecture by 8 a.m. Nigerian time. Good morning. In Nigeria, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's a privilege to reach you this early morning. I just want to share some thoughts with you about life. You will eventually become what you consistently think about. You will eventually become what you consistently think about. When your thoughts are strong enough, they become a roadmap for your future. Godwin, good morning. Brendo, Peter Sachs, good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much. Peter Sachs, where are you watching from? Peter Sachs, where are you watching from? Your thoughts will eventually become the prophecy of your life. They will eventually become the prophecy of your life. Your predominant thoughts, what you think about regularly with intense desire, will eventually become the prophecy of your life. So you are your own prophet. KG, good morning. Oh, from Benin City, that's good. So you will eventually become the prophet of your life. I'm in a hotel in a city in Nigeria. I am on the 25th floor. Okay, Brendo, good morning. I'm on the 25th floor of this hotel. And you won't believe you are in Nigeria, frankly speaking. You will not believe that you are in Nigeria. There was a time I heard about a blind musician that was invited to come and give a lecture in Lagos. His name is Kobams. He was invited to come and give a lecture for 15 minutes. And he charged them $500,000 to give the lecture for 15 minutes. And immediately gave them, oh, UJ, thank you, you are watching from London. God bless you. Invite others to join the broadcast. Thank you so much. So, 15 minutes, and immediately they put him in a vehicle and took him to the airport to fly to South Africa. And I was telling myself, see me with 2 eyes, and I don't need assistance to board a flight. But a blind man is giving a lecture for $500,000 for 15 minutes. And I told myself that I wanted to develop my mind to that level so that I could also be treated with that kind of class and grace. It is not competition. It is not jealousy. It is not envy or whatever. It is the desire to make sure you have all that is in you appreciated and maximized. A lot of us are the ones that hinder ourselves. We hinder ourselves by placing limits on what we can get out of life and what life should offer us. So we hinder ourselves. Lee Promise, good morning, sir. We hinder ourselves. We deliberately limit ourselves. I call this social acrophobia. Acrophobia is fear of heights. I said this is the 25th floor. When I went close to the window to look down, I was scared. That's how most people are scared of greatness. Most people are scared of opportunities. Most people are scared of praise. Most people are scared of luxury. People are scared. Some people can't place their minds on the kind of incomes they needed to earn. There was a year I told myself that I wanted ₦1 million balance in my account at the end of the year. I have never had $1 million in my account as at that time. And it will surprise you to know that it's only about 6% of Nigerians that have $500,000 in their accounts. And so that year, it was November 15th that I had that $1 million in my account. Lee Promise, thank you so much from Malaysia. Good Okono, thank you so much from Asaba. So until I conceptualized the need for 1 million in my account, I did not have it. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. If you think as far as your eyes can see, I will give unto you. That's what the Lord told Abraham. How far are you seeing? Oh, Zara. Oh, Zara. Oh, Zara, my brother. Glad to see you. How far can you see? So, I conceptualized that I needed ₦1 million in that account that year, and it came. So when I conceptualized the fact that somebody spoke for 15 minutes, they paid him ₦500,000. That's somebody's annual salary. So I accepted it, and I started praying about it, developing myself towards that direction. And it came to pass. I said, let me start from $250,000. It came to pass that somebody I did not know, I had never seen, called me. Dr. Charles, how much will it cost us for you to give us a lecture for 1 hour? I told her $250,000. And she said, that's expensive. I told her I went to good schools. I went to expensive schools. I went to Government College, Ughelli. I went to FGC Warri. I went to the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan. And she said, that's expensive. I said, I'm the only person that can give this lecture in the South. And I was being chauffeured in one very expensive car by my friend, and he said, off the phone, don't discuss with her again, she will call you back. So if Rendo, so I offed the phone, and she called me back. Okay, we'll pay the $250,000 to talk for 1 hour. And I told her I stay in Swiss Spirit Hotel. I had stayed there when I went to give a lecture, and it was so nice. It was 90,000 naira a night. And she said it is close to the venue and that she will pay. So they paid 250,000, paid for the hotel. I also told her that the material, they will have to pay another 200,000 for the material, my intellectual property. So in all, she paid 450,000 naira. The day I elevated my value, the day I elevated my thoughts, the day I pushed my fears down, that was the day my income increased. I was the same person. It's the same lecture I gave in a church, the same material. The day I gave the lecture in that church, I didn't feel fulfilled. But when I raised my thought process, I raised my desire, I raised my value, I raised my hunger for self-actualization to a height beyond my comfort zone, God also raised my income and made it possible for me to be at that level of performance. You will not understand what I'm saying. It is you that are settled where you are. It is you that are settled for what you are passing through. My father was paralyzed from spinal cord injury from an accident. A day to my marriage ceremony, because my father treasured me so much. A day to my marriage ceremony, my father told my mother that she will not want visitors to come. He will not want visitors to come and see him paralyzed. I don't know how it happened. He stood up and walked that day. From his mind, his desire. You are a product of the appetite you have formed, the desires you have cultivated, nurtured, and watered and fertilized. Remember, I talked about the eagle and chickens. And so, what is your dream? What are your desires? You see, I talked about panpsychism. Pansychism in psychology states that all of God's creation are sensitive to speech. Okori from South Korea, thank you so much. Are sensitive to speech, sensitive to thoughts, sensitive to stimuli just like us. That's why it's called panpsychism. So when God started speaking to the earth that was formless and void, the earth started responding. Let there be light. And there was darkness, so light came out of darkness. Before I started this broadcast, my mind was telling me that people will not tune in. That's my mind, my old self, my primitive self, my backward self, my mumu self. But another mind told me that there are different time zones in the world, that there are people who are not early morning in Nigeria now. So I listened to the reasonable voice. Which voice are you listening to in your mind? Is it the voice of fear, the voice of the chicken, or the voice of the eagle? Is it the voice that has trained you to settle for mediocrity? To cut a long story short, you must intentionally live. You must set targets. You must dream dreams beyond your immediate vicinity and capacity. And when you act, impregnate your action with these dreams and this intentionality. When anything I do, I put an end before I start. That is, there is an end product I have in mind before I start. So, there is an end before I start my activity. So, as I was doing videos in the farm, that was my activity. But I had an end in mind to be a global citizen, for the whole world to see me from that farm. The farm was the activity, but globalization of my ideas and concepts was the end product that I started with. Number one, it determines the kind of input you will put into your activity. And your input will determine your output, the results you will get. So if you do an activity with a local mindset, you will get local results. If you do an activity with poverty mindset, you will get poverty results. And so from the videos I was doing in the farm, I have had people from all over the world relate with me because of that desire. That desire that I said in the first day of 2020 that it was my year of globalization. So, one of the videos I did in the back of a Hilux truck that I tagged the reality of aging, back of a Hilux truck with one velvety shirt, faded jeans with a black cap. The thing went viral and people shared it at that time. And people called me and sent me messages from different nations of the world. I had done a previous video on the reality and on the way the oligarchy fight. I did it in the rain. It is not the activity that matters. It is the mindset. The mindset. Hilda Bassi broke a record, Guinness Book of Records, cooking, world records. And the whole world is celebrating. But there were some boys who had won 6, 7, 8, broken 6, 7, 8 Guinness Book of Records. World records. I don't know what, let me say. Nobody knew about them. Nobody celebrated them. They did it with a small mindset, with a mediocre mindset. Hilda did her own with a global mindset. So what mindset are you going out with this morning? What kind of desires do you have? What targets have you set? So that video I did in the rain, Tunde Ednot shared it. And in some places it had up to 1 million views. MCC Gobe in Italy shared it. I've never known them. Shared it. And things blossomed. That one in the back of the pickup truck, Kanayo shared it. Tunde Ednot shared it recently. Remember, I have told you that the internet has broken the power of witchcraft and obstructionism over the average African. I don't know Tunde Ednot. I've never met Kanayo. I've never met several of the people that shared the video. A woman saw that video. They were doing a conference to prepare people for retirement in Lagos. I don't know the woman. I'm going to see her by 8 o'clock, a few hours from now. I've never ever met her, never ever met her. And she called me in the farm the day before yesterday. Are you Dr. Charles Apoki? Yes, ma'am. Learn to answer people in a civilized manner. Learn to answer people, talk to people like a successful person. So, I watched your video that Tunde Ednot shared on aging. Can you come and share that same message in Lagos? Yes, ma'am. I will call you back with my boss. I was in the farm. My battery was going down. So I closed farm work and moved home to connect my phone so that it can charge. Behave like the ants, maximize opportunities. Ants know how to harness opportunities, and they are smart thinkers, sharp actors, fast actors. I moved to the house, closed farm, and connected my phone. And she called with her boss, who also turned out to be a woman. Can you be in Lagos tomorrow? Yes, ma'am. And they arranged flights. And how much do we pay you? I gave the kind of amount I had in mind. They accepted, booked my flight. I landed in Lagos yesterday. I was chauffeured out of the airport with escorts, and I was brought to this exquisite hotel, and I'm on the 25th floor. And it's a transformation to the life I have always wanted to live and the level I have always wanted to be. You can't understand what I'm saying unless you feel what I'm feeling. He who feels it knows it, Lord. So, dare to dream, dare to desire, dare to demand, dare to determine what you want out of life. The African Christianity is a parasitic Christianity that is so afraid of the devil and is not in dominion. We are called into dominion. You can't decide where you want to be. Build yourself, manufacture yourself, and then you will see that people who don't even know you will start to market you as a product. I want to thank all those who have come in this morning to listen to me. I also want to thank people like Tunde Ednot, Kanayo. They don't know me personally, who have done great things in advertising the thoughts I had in my mind. And people I have never met, like these ladies who have organized it for me to be here. I thank God so much. And my desire for you, be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind. Renewal of your mind. Don't think like the wicked servant that dug the seed down. Think, renew your mind. And one of the prayers you must pray this morning, God, renew my mind. God, renew my mind. Let my mind speak to the environment and let the environment respond. When Moses' mother said that this child will not die, Pharaoh's daughter came to the river to bath. Pharaoh's daughter does not know Moses' mother, but they connected. My prayer for you is that people who you don't know, who are not from your family, who are not from your church, they are not your tribesmen, they didn't attend the same school with you, will see whatever you do and connect to you and act the leverage they will provide for you to take you to heights you never imagined. That is my experience. That is my desire for you. That anything you do, you will impregnate it with the desire for your future. That the day you will perform, that people from the palace will see you. That no matter where they place you, no matter where they place you in life, Joseph was placed in prison, but he met people he never knew before. He interpreted dreams that he has been interpreting, and he ended up as the prime minister of Egypt. It is still happening. That same God is still the God I serve. And whether you believe in God or not, I believe in God. I have seen his hand in my life. And that same God will do for you what he has done for me. Good morning and God bless you. I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. I need to go out and maximize this opportunity. There's no second chance to make a first impression. Anything you do casually will make you a casualty. Remember, the world is waiting for you. Build the desire for the world in your heart, and you will see the world coming for you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Remember, I love you so much. That's why I woke up this early morning to do this broadcast. I will continue with the philosophy of the ant later in the day when I'm more relaxed. I will talk about the ant and financial management. Please help me share this video to as many people as possible. Help me subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Charles Apoki. It is this video that was shared that made me to be here now. Share this video. A lot of people will need to learn this principle. As a man thinks in his heart, so he is. I've never allowed my wife, my children, my family members, my church members to determine what I want out of life. I have determined it because God will hold me responsible. Don't you know it? So think it, maximize it. Let your light so shine that men may see your good works. I want to hear your testimonies too. I want to see what God has done for you. Put it into practice. You will see the results. God bless you. I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.